no longer a friend to man. Of course, it's a total fake out, I'll explain in a second, but it's just that every single Godzilla movie that he says so far in the MonsterVerse films, the new MonsterVerse films, Godzilla has always been portrayed as an ally, so they wanted to start off things in this new film in total Godzilla Jaws mode. And I'm assuming everyone has seen at least one of the Jaws films, or you're at least familiar with the concept, but I do love the deep cut reference, and it tracks because Godzilla is just at home in deep water as he is on land. He's not strictly a land-based titan like some of them, although most of them could probably swim a little to save their lives if they had to, like Kong is capable of swimming. It's just that some of them are way less suited to exist underwater, like Kong, of course, which I think is probably one of the reasons why they wanted that first Godzilla vs. Kong throwdown fight to happen on the ships in deep water, because it does seem like Godzilla scores the first major win there. Like I said, it all seems like a big misdirect, like you pit Ali versus Foreman in a battle of the Titans, when really there's all this Mechagodzilla stuff going on in the background. There is a brand new scene of this apex scientist watching Godzilla attacking the city in the distance because, as you see in the other footage when the director's hyping up his atomic breath ability, he keeps blasting straight into the ground, as if he's trying to destroy something underneath the ground. And there's all that other footage at the beginning of that clip of the Apex base itself, like you see the Apex logo here, with all the warning alarms going off saying that there's a Titan attack coming. So clearly Godzilla is just looking for the secret underground volcano lair of Mechagodzilla, trying to destroy it. Although it's not clear how Godzilla finds out about Mechagodzilla. It probably has something to do with the Apex scientists testing out Mechagodzilla's systems, and that's what alerts Godzilla. But then they explain more of how Brian Tyree Henry's character is connected to Apex, confirming my theory from a while ago. He says his character Bernie Hayes started out as a conspiracy theorist who just infiltrated Apex to learn what they were doing and discovered the truth about them experimenting with Titan DNA and Mechagodzilla, and all these really shady plans that they have to get rid of the real Titans. He also clarified that he'd been inside the company for 5 years when the movie picks up, meaning that he was inside of Apex before the events of Godzilla King of Monsters. It sounds like Apex's plans have been in motion for many, many years prior to the events of even the first new Godzilla MonsterVerse movie. Monarch had been investigating Titans long before the events of Kong Skull Island 2, and that movie took place in the 1970s, so I think they'll also get more into the ancient history of the Titans during the movie, and it sounds like they'll also explain how Apex got its start too. But if you haven't seen, they've actually been posting a lot of early reviews for the movie. Generally, it's what you want to hear, pretty favorable. Everyone does seem like they're hyping it up, but most of the criticisms are actually against the human storyline, saying it kind of bogs the film down a little, which is common, I think, for Godzilla, big Titan movies. Like, everyone wants to see less of the human storylines and more of Godzilla and the other Titans. But I think the idea with the last two Godzilla movies is that because it's gotten cheaper to do the visual effects for the